YouTube, what is good? Danny Mulligan here. Today I'm back with another video. In today's video I'm going to teach you how to do pull-ups. Now, if you can't do pull-ups or you want to get better at them, this is going to be the video for you. Now, please stay tuned to the end because I'm actually going to show you how to program them as well, so how you can effectively program them in your weekly cycle so that you can still make great results. It's not just what it is you're doing, it's how often, how many, how frequent. All of that will actually help you get further results and continue the progress in the future. So we're going to use two tools. The first is a box and the second is bands. Now the box is really for anybody that can't do pull-ups. Now if you can't do pull-ups at all, this is going to be absolutely the best thing for you. The reason this is so effective is because it actually gets you to lift your whole body weight without actually doing one pull-up. Not even a pull-up. So what we're doing is eccentric pull-ups, okay? So basically you're lowering with your body. So you're not pulling yourself up, you're lowering yourself down. Now I'm going to tell you why this is effective in a sec, but I'll show you first how to do it. So what you're going to do is, you want your body up at the height of the bar. So you want something that's tall enough. Now if you haven't got something that's tall enough, you kind of just jump up and get into the height. But if you've got something tall enough, it is better. Now we're going to choose this grip because most people are stronger this way around. Now what you want, you should above the bar. Now what you're going to do is, you're going to count 5 seconds. You don't have to do it out loud, but I'm going to do it for you. So you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And notice that I slowly come down for the 5 seconds. What I don't want you doing is staying ages at the top, then suddenly dropping. It's a nice, even lowering phase. And that will count as 1 rep. And you really want to be aiming for about 4 to 5 repetitions for a set, and you could go up to about 7 reps. And at that point we should be changing it. I'll explain what we'll do that in a bit. But so we're here, we go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See what's happening there is, we're actually teaching our body to lift our total body weight. Whenever you do any exercise, you get a certain amount of motor neurons that command the muscle to work and pull you up. But if you can't actually do pull-ups, you've not got enough motor neurons actually making that happen. But during this, we get our body to learn how to actually take our full load during the movement, and it's actually getting your body to recruit as much muscle to actually enable at some point to do pull-ups. It's worth adding that anything you do where it's eccentric loading is very fatiguing. During the eccentric portion of any lift, it's super fatiguing, more taxing than say the concentric. So say on a push-up, we do that concentric, eccentric. The lowering phase, especially if you do it slowly, is more taxing. But if you stay tuned till the end, I will show you how to program it in effectively so it's not going to ruin the rest of your week's training. Next up we've got bands. Now you'll find these all around in the gym and they do come in really different thicknesses. But if you're spoiled like me or you've got the option to have several small bands, it makes it really easy for your progression, and I'll show you how to apply this later. But because we've got 4, what we can do is we can start off at 4, which is quite a lot of weight to take off. So you can have your grip there or there like we did before, and then what that does is this takes some of your body weight off, so then you can continue doing normal pull-ups. And that is essentially a normal pull-up, just with a little bit lifting less body weight. And what you do is each week is you remove a band. Once we can do 4 sets of 8, say at week 1, we then remove 1 band and you do it with 3 bands. And then you build up to 4 sets of 8 again over several weeks, and then you remove another band. And before you know it, you're on 1 small band, and then you're that close to doing pull-ups, you might go from doing sets of 8 pull-ups on 1 band to be doing sets of 6 total body weight, and then you're well away. So a common mistake that I see is when people try to learn something, if you want to do pull-ups, the worst thing you can do is do them every day. You see what happens is when you train something every day is you become very good at being suboptimal all the time. You might think you're having an effective workout, you might think you're working hard because you're trying your hardest, but because you're carrying the fatigue over from session to session, you're actually working suboptimal, so not the best that you're capable of, not the most you're capable of. So you're working suboptimal every session, and then you never really work the best you're capable of. And true, good, calculated training means that you're working optimal when you want to work optimal, and that you're doing better than you've previously done before. And if you're carrying fatigue over all the time, and it's a lot of fatigue, especially if you're doing it every day, you're never really getting good at it. You're just working like I've said, suboptimal all the time. So the key is with this is you've actually got to apply it correctly in your weekly time frame, monthly time frame, however long you want to work at pull-ups for, that you've got to really apply it correctly, and that's the key. Because if we just throw them intermittently, because you've seen me doing pull-ups with bands or pull-ups with box, that's not how you're going to get effective training. First and foremost, you need to understand the basics of progressive overload. Each week you're trying to beat last week's effort, so understand that. But what I would do, a very easy way you can apply it, so if we're taking the pull-up, right, what I do is, and we're doing, say, banded pull-ups. At the start of the week, you do banded pull-ups for your max effort for 4 sets. So you do 4 sets, max effort. So that might be something like, say, 4 sets of 8 at 4 bands, and that is your absolute maximum. You couldn't do a single other rep. Then, Friday rolls around, so you've done that on a Monday, Friday rolls around, you might do pull-ups, say 3 sets, but not max effort, and you stay well away from that failure zone, So you might do 3 sets. If you did it on the same band, you would do slightly less reps, so say like 5 reps, because you're staying away from that failure. So because you're staying away from that failure, it's not as fatiguing, so you don't need as many days to rest in between sessions. So when Monday rolls around again, you're totally fresh. But what it does is it maintains your fitness in between the next Monday session, and also means you get more total work done within that week. And if you get more total work done within the week, what happens is the more work you can do and recover from, and that's the point of how you vary the intensity of each session, you're going to be better at that particular skill. So if you found today's video helpful, please comment what you felt like you learned. Obviously like the video. Subscribe to check out all the other content. I release tons of demo videos, tons of videos like this to help you, tons of informative content to really actually show you the steps it takes to get in great shape, mind and body. I'm also releasing a lot of Mindset Mondays, which really give you the kind of mental fortitude to be in the best shape possible. So if you're interested in stuff like that, obviously subscribe to the channel, and until next time, see you later.